Hello, I'm Johnny and this is Jane. Now, when the good ship Modern Warfare 3 was first designed, she was supposed to be a stealth vessel, staying under the radar before eventually surfacing at E3. However fine Infinity Ward's craftsmanship is, though, its game has sprung a fair few leaks.
First, there was a little trickle in the form of a leaked retail poster giving us a November 8th release date. Then Kotaku came along with a barrage of leaked developer information and blew the hull wide open.
And earlier this week, the first gameplay trailer bubbled to the surface of the internet ocean just a bit early. Oh dear, Activision, these are treacherous waters indeed.
Setting aside torturous metaphors for a moment, what did the trailer tell us about Call of Duty Modern Warfare 3?
Firstly, that no self-respecting trailer these days goes without the Inception bwah noise.
Threerica. Threerica, home of the brave, land of the free, for Threer. Oh, and also Thringland.
The Thringland level, that's men shooting at lorries near Big Ben, also derailed tube trains.
Frank 3.
The Eiffel Tower, I've been there.
Fighting on the streets of Frank 3 there.
Germany?
Oh, there'll be tanks. Sandbags, confirmed. Repelling, also confirmed. Explosions confirmed. Oh, man.
It doesn't take the most powerful nations on Earth.
Such as, Threerica.
To create the next global conflict.
Just an ominous silhouette.
Just the will of a single man.
That was close. Oh, helicopter crashes, submarines, blind firing. Oh, man.
Underwater section? Is that near Brooklyn?
Near Brooklyn. He didn't buy a ticket.
Boat sections? Oh, car crashes. Is there an airstrike on Threrican soil?
Oh, Threerica. Oh. Oh, do you see what they did there?
We'll have more on Modern Warfare 3 from E3 if you think you can handle it, and even if you can't.
We'll be there for the show, which runs June 7th to 9th this year. Make some space in your calendar.
What else have we got for you this week? Only a Child of Eden preview with the internet's Guy Cocker, the man with a rumbling 360 controller in his pocket.
Also, Mark and Johnny give us the lowdown on a pair of mobile games, Pulse and Laser Dolphin. One good, one not so good. But which one's which? Find out momentarily.
And then comes the unholy trinity of new releases, feedback and competition time. Let's jump right in. With Guitar Hero being quietly euthanised this year, you'd be forgiven for thinking there's not much left to enjoy in the rhythm genre. If there's one thing Mark likes, though, it's flogging a dead horse, and what do you know, he's actually found something worth playing.
While the rhythm genre on home consoles has been mostly relegated to dancing games, there's plenty more to choose from on iOS, particularly if you don't fancy making yourself look like a drunken tit in front of your friends. Enter Pulse, a rhythm game that doesn't require any physical activity on your part and is a lot of fun to boot. The aim of the game is to tap along in time with some chilled out electronica, while enjoying the melodies and admiring the resulting visual flourishes. A set of concentric rings and a pulsing beat bar help you keep time, while bright white dots let you know where to tap. Each song gets progressively harder, requiring you to use 4 finger taps to play chords and intricate melody lines. While you can't fail out of a song, missing a note results in a harsh 8-bit crash that sullies the mood of the music. At the end of each song, you're given a percentage score, letting you know how many notes you've hit, but without any online leaderboards, you're merely playing with yourself.
And you'd know all about that, wouldn't you, Mark? Zing! Take that, Mark's voiceover.
Trippy musical synesthesia simulating shooter Child of Eden has been one of our most anticipated Kinect games since last year's E3. Guy's been locked in the games room sampling it with both the Kinect controls and the standard controller, so how's it looking and which control scheme's better? Take it away, Guy.
Ubisoft's Child of Eden is one of the highlights of this weekend's MCM Expo in London, as you can both see and play the game on the GameSpot UK stage. To celebrate and give you a little taste of what to expect, we jumped on a nearly finished build of the game to see what all the fuss is about. For anyone who's been asleep for the last year, Child of Eden is Tetsuya Mizuguchi's follow-up to his trippy on-rail shooter Rez. It tells a story of Lumi, the first girl to be born in space in the year 2019. The human race ventures deeper into space until eventually, in the 23rd century, scientists decide to resurrect Lumi from within the electronic maze of Eden. However, all is not well in this garden, and it's your job to save Lumi from the attacking infections. As with most Mizuguchi games though, the story is merely a canvas on which the Japanese madman can throw his digital paint. Like Rez, each level is inspired by a specific theme, and each takes about 10 minutes to play through. The first level acts as a tutorial, and if you're playing with Kinect, the right hand controls your standard fire, while left activates rapid fire. You can also stick both hands in the air to activate Euphoria, which clears the screen of enemies and offers some respite from the onslaught of attacks. Like Rez, the idea is to chain attacks together and fire in time with the music. The difference here is that enemy attacks can only be fought off using the rapid fire attack, meaning you have to wave your arms about like a madman to keep up with the action. Highlights from our 3-level demo included a great mix of musical styles, psychedelic visuals, and huge boss battles, including a whale that turned into a phoenix. One question that will be on the minds of Xbox 360 owners will be whether or not they'll want to play with Kinect or the standard controller. While Child of Eden will no doubt be the game to convince many hardcore gamers to buy a Kinect, the same group of people should find the game both easier and more responsive with a standard controller. However, for a game that's more about the experience rather than the high score, there's no doubt that conducting this technical orchestra with your body is the more immersive experience. When Mizuguchi was in London recently to show the game at a GameSpot UK BAFTA Q&A session, he revealed that you can put standard controllers in your pockets for vibration feedback. The sensation was certainly strange when we tried it out in the office, but it works well in conjunction with the Kinect experience, and if you have all the necessary controllers, it's something you'll definitely want to try out. With this setup, Mizuguchi's vision of the trance vibrator from Rez certainly lives on. Child of Eden will be released on the Xbox 360 on the 17th of June in the UK and the 14th of June in the US. If you're at the MCM Expo in London this weekend, be sure to come and say hi and check out the game on our booth and see it demoed on our stage on both Saturday and Sunday. We'll see you there.
As well as the impending MCM Expo, you can also get your hands on Child of Eden next week as part of an exclusive GameSpot UK community event. We'll have more details soon, so check out the GameSpot UK London calling blog for more information.
Earlier in the show, we promised you 2 app reviews, one positive, one considerably less so. No prizes for guessing which one I got lumped with. So my friend told me about this app called Laser Dolphin. It's about a dolphin with a laser cannon on his back, and he fights crime and also weird exploding turtles and that. It sounded great, so I downloaded it. And it's toss! I mean, yeah, it's a bit like Echo the Dolphin, and that's fun, especially with the added cannon, but if you play it for more than 2 minutes, you just feel like lasering your own face off. I am glad I downloaded it, though. It's given me a lot more respect for fishermen who use trawling nets.
It is a lean week for new releases, we are afraid, but hey, there's Dirt 3 out on PC, Xbox 360 and PS3 on May 24th. It's got ice rallying, Gymkhana events, drift challenges, Ken Block, everything.
And then there's SpongeBob Squiggle Pants for the Nintendo 3DS out May 27th. It's got 100 hysterical nano games, says the press release. It's not a lean week for feedback, though. It never is. God bless you and your comments, which you can leave, as always, at gamespot.com/startselect or by hitting us up on Facebook or Twitter.
First up, Itchy Flop, sympathies, is feeling positive about the Dirt 2 sequel as featured in last week's show, saying, to be fair, the boys at Codemasters have polished Dirt up quite well.
Crafty PK, on the other hand, bemoans the lack of realistic rallying sims. It's a real shame that rallying sims seem to be disappearing, or at least taking a back seat. I want a proper visceral rally simulation, not an arcadey throwaway like the Dirt titles seem to have been so far.
For user Dragonsing3000, it's a bit of good and bad, he or she said. Dirt 3 out next week. Ha! I got mine on the 21st May. Boom! Too bad the game uses a stupid online VIP pass to play online. Being on the PS3, I can't use it until the store comes back online. Dull.
We know, right? Well, Dread D Lord D could make a detective with his powers of observation. On LA Noire, he says one of the witness models is Greg Grunberg from Heroes. Sounds like they hired many popular celebrities for LA Noire.
It's true. The casting research was mostly watching box sets of Mad Men, like I do every lonely weekend, and it totally worked.
And because the feedback segment's not complete without adding to mine and Mark's deep-seated insecurities, Rei Nishigawa points out regarding last week's show, OMG, the hipster version of the Mario Brothers.
It's time at last to award the first and probably best ever Start Select prize to one lucky talented winner. We asked you to send us your glorious handmade box art, and you did, for which thanks.
Our winning box art looks like this and comes from Michael Boyles.
Good job, that man. This week we've got a super hot Xbox 360 Dirt 3 bundle. You get a console, a copy of the game, and a racing wheel if you win. And to win, you merely need to tell us which colour car goes the fastest and why. Show your workings, please.
Answers on an electronic postcard to competitions at gamespot.co.uk will draw the winner in a couple of weeks. And that's it for yet another show. Thanks for joining us. And if you're going to the London MCM Expo this Friday, Saturday or Sunday, we'll be the ones in the Pikachu costume. The single giant Pikachu costume.
Don't forget, in the meantime, you can tweet us up a storm via @GameSpotUK or leave messages at gamespot.com/startselect or facebook.com/GameSpotUK. And how about the URL for all our MCM Expo coverage? Why not? It's mcm.gamespot.com. Stay classy, GameSpotters.